Hey guys, I am back. Actually, just got back from Arizona playing in the World Series, men's senior baseball, and I got a clip of a good friend of mine. His name is Charles Poe. I grew up with Charles. We've been friends for an awful long time, and Charles is currently a minor league hitting instructor for the Chicago White Sox, and want to thank him for letting me do this. Anyways, I want to talk about a couple things. I'm gonna play this clip, and there's two pitches here. The first one he takes, and I want you guys to note how he takes the pitch. His hands are actually moving forward as it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. It is in slow motion, but here we go. Okay, that's his take right there, and I'm going to move it back a little bit, and what I really want you to lock in on is when his foot is in the air and striding towards the pitcher, his hands, his head, and his hips are all moving at the same rate towards the ball, and it's what makes hitting possible, and it's what makes great hitters consistent, because they do this move, like I always say, timing is everything. They do this move on time. So just watch this, and I'm going to play it again, and as he's making this move, we can't see the pitcher and the ball in flight, but this move is being made while the ball is in flight. So shortly after he lands on his front foot, the ball will be passing a little low in the zone. But take a look again. Here we go. Okay, this move right here, that ball's in flight at that moment, and then he takes it. It was a bad pitch, and he slammed the brakes on. I'm going to fast forward it now to the actual swing where he actually takes his rip, and he hits this ball really well. I believe he hits a double off the left field wall. But I'm going to go ahead and play, and you'll see the exact same move, and this time the pitch is in the zone and he hammers it. So here we go, and I'll back it up again after this, and I'll show you a couple things I want to zone in on. Okay, so right there he got his hands inside that ball and drove it. He got a nice little bat toss there as well. But let me back this up and show you a few things. And guys, I know I talk about this a lot, but I talk about it a lot because it's very, very important. If you want to be consistent, these things have to happen. I'm going to move up to basically when he gets in his slot, and that would be right here. When that bat gets flat, I want you to notice his hands. I'm going to draw a line from the front of his face straight down, okay? And I want you to notice where his hands are, okay? They're in front of his face. And what I see all too often is guys when they get their bat flat in this position, their hands will be somewhere back behind their face, maybe in this general area. And when your hands are back by this yellow circle and your barrel's already flat, it's what I consider a long swing. It's a long swing, and it's an inconsistent path to the ball. So when you get a long swing, you lose your barrel fairly early, and it results in a lot of pop-ups and weak hits. Let me erase this, and I'm going to move forward a little bit, and I want you to really watch what his hands do from this position. I actually hit after Charles in this game, and the catcher was like, I can't believe that he kept that ball fair. And not only was it fair, it wasn't even down the line. It was closer to the left center field gap than the left field line. And the reason why is because he kept his hand inside this ball. I'll make a little arrow at what direction his hands start moving from here, and that arrow his hands are going to go this direction. Okay, and the difference here, what staying inside the ball is basically not trying to race your barrel up front to hit it, but just bringing your hands through and getting that barrel to the ball in the shortest line possible. So as I move this forward, you see those hands moving right up that arrow, and when we get to contact here, you see he has a 90-degree angle with his right arm and the barrel of the bat, and that's as good as you're going to get right there. He's in a very strong position, and he drives the heck out of this ball. So as we play it forward, keeps pulling his hands through, and he has a nice finish as well. And I'm going to back up one more time. Another thing that I really harp on, let me get that arrow out of there, is a backside release. So I'm going to go to the point where his toe touches, and I'm going to circle his back foot. You've all seen this before too, but just want to keep pointing out the very important things. His backside gets into this ball, and his back foot actually releases forward. And this is what happens when you get everything, every bit of power you have into that ball. And you can see his back foot sliding forward right there. And as always, it happens right through contact. And then he'll kind of just fall back on that back foot. Hitting against a firm front side where that leg is straight. This is ideal, guys. This is what you want to look like when you're swinging. And that's why a lot of times when I'm working with you guys hands-on in a individual lesson, I talk about a pose. Well, we want to get to this position, and our bodies need to know what it feels like so we can duplicate it. One last time, I'm going to erase this. I'm going to play it through just so you guys can see the swing. I'm going to be quiet. Just enjoy it, because it's what it's supposed to be like. And he's off. So anyways, want to say thanks again to my buddy Charles Poe, and we will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.